And we are live, and I'm going to briefly unmute myself while I introduce Erin because I have my fierce guard dog here in the background who is guarding me from the shadows or the squirrels or something. She's not sure what she's seen, but she has to bark at it. So welcome, everybody. It is, Wednesday morning already, hump day.
Where has this week gone?
I don't know.
have literally no idea.
Yes, seriously. So tell me about this workshop that you are getting ready to do here shortly, because this is exciting.
Yes. So I am doing a workshop on how to uplevel your USP. And because the people who are in there start from 0, what is your USP, to 10, what is a USP is the 0 level. I don't even know what that is. Or 10, I've got it. I just want some validation that this is right. The workshop is going to blend all of the things. So we're going to talk a little bit about what a USP is, which is your unique selling proposition. It's what makes you special as a business. We're going to show how to future pace it so that it is speaking to the business you want to build. And we're also going to show you how to do it using Mad Libs, which is with a tool that I created for Womp Womp to Wow, which is my course. And it's interesting. We were talking a little bit yesterday. I created it as an ancillary piece to the course, but there has been so much value out of this single tool that I've turned it into this roughly, I'm calling it a 30 to 60 minute masterclass because I'm going to be teaching rapid fire all the things for 30 minutes. I will be giving you the tool and some really cool bonuses, including today's launch date for Womp Womp to Wow. Card is opening to people who join the webinar. So there are still a few seats left. If anyone wants to join, we'll pop the link into the comments here. And the back half of it is an actual opportunity to workshop your USP. So you can bring what you've already got. You can work through some of the Mad Libs real quickly. And I've got a few people who are going to join me on a soft level who already know that my workshop style is extremely gentle and kind, while also dropping some truth bombs for people so that you can see what it looks like. And then from there, we will be able to workshop any volunteers that we've got. And it'll be a short, sweet session, 5 to 10 minutes a person, because I want to be able to get in as many people who want. But I think you'll see how the power of workshopping things live based on the knowledge that you've just gotten will help you propel your business forward using a simple 1 to 2 sentence statement. It's like Sally's seashell by the seashore.
Well, and this is one of the things that I see people struggle with all the time, because they'll be like, tell me what you do in 5 words or less. And I'll get a 3-paragraph answer. Or I will ask them, tell me what you do like I'm a 2nd grader. And I get this like I'm infantile. And I'm like, no, talk to me like I'm a person, but keep it really, really simple. And they just can't.
It's so hard. And I think when I see this with people, and my kid and my husband are home today, so there may be some noise and some small elephants stomping in the background or some large ones. But the biggest problem with simplifying is when it's your business, everything's important. It's your baby. So you care deeply about all of the milestones, the first steps, if we're going to continue that analogy. And it's so hard to get to the simplest possible statement, what really matters. I'm going to talk about that. You don't have to have a USP that's simple. There's a great one out there that my friend Allie shared with me that's we create air, which is so cool. But yours does not have to be that simple. If you can even get it down to a sentence, maybe 2 sentences, think of that as the boilerplate. And from there, you can begin refining and testing headlines, because it's hard. I can't do it for my business. I can't come up with a cohesive headline that says, I do this in 4 words or less. It's usually about 10 to 15, and that's okay. Right. And I think people need to give themselves permission to have it not be 100% perfect right out of the gate, or even 5 years out of the gate, because it takes time.
Well, and it'll change over time too.
Yes, we talked about that too yesterday. What you do changes so much from month to month. You could have a totally different business a year from now, or it might be very similar, just more refined. So why stress about throwing something out there that's not maybe going to be the same. Like, just throw it out there and see, because you can
Right.
test it. And if you're not ready, you'll never be ready. So
Right.
see what people say, see how people respond to it. And if you're getting leads from people that you don't want to work with, or for projects you don't want to take, that's when you know it's time to refine it.
Yep. Time to update it. Well, and the other thing too is that it's a process of testing, seeing if it works, create that USP, go to the workshop, do the thing, test that out for a little bit, see what it does for you. And if it works, great. If not, go back and try it again. And people
And
are terrified to do that.
I think that's really the power of workshops too. When it's this hive mind, these group things, it can be intimidating, because you could be like, what if people think I'm wrong? What if people think this is terrible? But wouldn't it be better to find out that it's terrible with a gentle audience of peers who can tell you, I think this could be better if I'd like to know this instead. How can we get this more specific? Because then it's not your prospective clients, or it might be, and they're really excited to help you build it in person, but it is people who genuinely may be having the same struggles, may be able to tell you how they've solved a similar problem, how they're able to say, I don't know how, I still don't know how to define who I serve, so I'm focusing on the how I do it to start with.
Mhm.
We can slowly but surely step it forward. I love workshops. They are, even one-on-one workshops are so cool. That's the backbone of my web copywriting process. Is I write the thing, I present the thing, and then I live workshop it with the client, because it's so much easier to tap into that back and forth, that meaningful brainstorm, if you're actually doing it live and not through email, not through comments in a Google document that are totally asynchronous. Because it's like you get in the zone, and you can make so much happen when you're in the zone. And it's so effective.
Yeah,
think.
no, it's amazing how that, concerted, intentional block of time focused on something in a
Oh,
workshop.
you already popped the link in. Thank you.
It's magical. Yes, I've been popping links all over the place.
You're so fast. I can't do that while I'm talking. I have two friends who are hopping on with me to help moderate comments, be the doorkeeper, because when you have 100 people coming in, it's like I will get distracted with clicking the things and seeing
Doing the things. Yes.
seeing the comments. And then
And that's not your job.
Well, I want to teach. And so if people like me are in there blowing up the comments, which I tend to do, like, oh yeah, that's awesome, or oh, that reminds me of this one time I saw a squirrel. Apparently I have something in common with your dog.
I
But
like squirrels just fine. Thank you.
I do too.
Brunswick stew.
So anyway, I think that's what's so cool about this. And that's why I wanted to offer it as a bonus to anyone who is coming live, is being able to bring your USP to this group of people who gets it. Because
Yeah.
there's a reason that every single person there is in the workshop. It's because they've had to do it themselves, or had to do it for their clients and struggled.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Very cool.
Thank you. So
yeah, register. The link is there. Gosh. And this is foundational. This is so important.
it is. And I think, and I'll be talking more about it today too, but once you know what your USP is, whether it's perfect, whether it's the USP you're going to have in a week, a month, or a year, you can really start to figure out what you want to be saying to support that USP, because it makes everything so much easier. Because all of a sudden, if you have decided that you're going to focus on web design exclusively, you can be talking about SEO, you can be talking about design, you can be talking about navigation, but you're not also trying to talk about what to do on social media. You're not also trying to talk about, you can talk about writing copy, but you can talk about it from a designer perspective, from working with you. You can talk about some of the things. What you're probably not going to talk about is your virtual assistant, unless you're showing how they help your business. Because if everything can somehow tie back to that, or at least 80% of it, because we also want to know about your dog. We also want to know about the squirrels in the driveway and the shadows, because that's what makes you come alive. But everything then funnels through the lens of your USP. I was going to say tunnel vision, but I like the word lens better.
Yeah, I love it.
So
That is so cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks
Awesome.
for hopping on and doing this live
Thank you for
with
doing
me
this
again
with
today.
me
I know
today.
you've got a lot on your plate this afternoon.
I'm
So
headed off to a networking meeting in person, so this is exciting.
in person,
Yes.
one day.
One day it'll happen.
As soon
Have
as I
faith.
feel like it's going to happen, a kid's homesick. And it's just like, I need to stick with virtual coffees.
Yeah, virtual coffees are a thing. I just had one with somebody. I
Awesome.
hope y'all have a great day. Sign up for the workshop. I can't wait to see and hear how this workshop with Erin goes today. Take care,
Awesome.
everybody.
Thank you.